can't believe we're this far into the season here on SportsCenter with Jay Onrait, and we haven't talked to our friend Marty Biron yet since the summertime. Marty, everyone wants to know how the chickens are doing. How are the chickens doing?
Chickens are doing awesome. They're a little bit angry right now with the colder weather, so they're not giving me any eggs. But Jay, I'm thinking about getting into beekeeping next year, so I'll have eggs and honey next summer when I talk to you.
This has reality show, former NHL goaltender turned professional farmer written all over it. But we'll talk about that later. We got to talk about the NHL on Tuesday night. Yeah. Anthony Stolarz calls out his teammates a couple of nights ago. Massive story in Toronto. And everyone's wondering how the Leafs are going to respond, Marty. Everyone's wondering what's going to happen. The response was pretty flat. And not only that, Marty, the Leafs head coach was pretty upset after this game was over.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, the response was flat. Other than John Tavares getting to the front of the net for the first Leafs goal, there was nothing. They didn't protect Stolarz around the front of the net. And look, was he right to call out his teammates like that? And what's been going on? No. But is he speaking the truth? Yes. So I think he should have done it a different way. But now you got Craig Berube calling out his top lines, calling out his defensemen. Like, there's a lot of calling out that's happening because the Leafs have not got themselves going yet this season. And really, the other part of this, Jay, is if you're going to be like Anthony Stolarz and making those comments in the media, then you better have a squeaky clean game. And I didn't like this goal, the 3-1 goal that Dylan, it's a 4-on-1, it was a bad pinch by McCabe and a turnover. But I didn't like that goal. I didn't like this one that makes it 4-2, right? The Leafs get back into it, it's 3-2. So there's a couple of goals I didn't like from Stolarz. And out of the 6 games he's played this year, only 2 of those games, he had a better than 900 save percentage. So there was 4 of them that were below the 900, and that's not the quality of starts that you would expect from Stolarz. So, yeah, I think that now he called him out, can't do it again. Now the coach is calling them out. They have to get going because it was flat and there was no energy, no emotion in that game for the Leafs.
We had the all-Canadian matchup between the Sens and Oilers. Edmonton prevails in OT. Ottawa's lost 5 of 6. They're without Brady Tkachuk for at least another 6 weeks. Darren Dreger says Steve Stales, the GM of the team, is working the phones. This is a team that made the playoffs last year, Marty, and we thought maybe they'd make another step this year. Are you concerned at all this part of the season?
I'm concerned because their identity is non-existent. Like, I don't know if Brady Tkachuk has taken the identity of the team with him, but there was not a lot of pushback. And listen, maybe the Ottawa Senators are playing a little bit scared right now because they've given up so many goals, right? So they're going to say, let's limit the chances. Let's just play very, very steady type of hockey. And, you end up, you take penalties. Your penalty kill gives up 2 goals. And for a couple of minutes early in the third period, I saw some flashes, but that was it. Like, there was too many turnovers, and that is big. When you look at the Ottawa Senators, the turnover ratio is very high this year. Their defensive zone coverage hasn't been really, really good at all. So it's not just on goaltending. Has goaltending been good? No, not good enough. But I feel like there's so many other things that right now the Ottawa Senators have to work on. But the one thing is find your identity back. It's not there. And I don't know if you got to get Brady Tkachuk in the locker room before every game, but he's got to bring some of that identity back into the locker room because it wasn't there as the Oilers at all.
And then speaking of the Oilers, Marty, it's hard to believe a team with Leon Draisaitl and Connor McDavid could be near the bottom of the league in goal scoring, but that's exactly where Edmonton was coming into this one. McDavid finally got his first of the season on Tuesday night. Are you starting to see signs that they might be coming out of this funk?
I'm not seeing the good signs. Like, that McDavid scores, that's a great sign. They're going to need Connor McDavid to score and help the offense. That they were 2 for 3 on the power play, that's a great sign because, it was 17% entering the game. So now they're, a little over 20%. That's not the 30% that we're accustomed to when it comes to the Edmonton Oilers. But the biggest problem I have is their 5-on-5 play. They are not going to the middle of the ice at all. Like, you are going to have to go right there where Howard got his first goal of his career to be able to get some offense. And right now, the Oilers are 27th in the NHL in shot attempts from the slot. They only had 16, and I'm talking about 5-on-5 play here. They only had 16 shot attempts from the slot against the Ottawa Senators at 5-on-5. And the Senators are not a good defensive team. Like, the average in the NHL is about 26, 27 per game. The Carolinas and the Colorados are almost at 40 shot attempts from the slot, 5-on-5 per game. but the Edmonton Oilers are way below that. So 5-on-5, getting to the middle has not been there. So that's why I'm saying there's some good signs. McDavid, the power play, but a lot more bad signs that I think are going to continue to creep into their games.
Oiler fans keep praying for McDavid to shoot more. Maybe if we show them this video of Marty explaining everything, they'll, maybe Connor will get it. Oilers will wrap up this East Coast road trip in Montreal on Thursday. The Sens will host the Flyers Thursday.